to Chapter 3, Writing for Business. Definition: business writing is a type of writing that seeks to elicit a business response. It's a pur- purposeful piece of writing that provides relevant information to help a reader know something or do something. It must be substantive, clear, correct, and easy to scan. In use, business English is not only used to communicate directly, but can be used for indirect communication such as sending letters with business partner. A business letter is a letter written in formal language, usually used when writing from one business organization to another, or for correspondence between such organization and their customer, client, and external parties. The overall style of letter will depend on the relationship between the parties concerned. There are many reasons to write a business letter. It could be to request direct information or action from another party, to order supplies from a supplier, to identify a mistake that was committed, to reply directly to a request, to apologize for a wrong, or simply to convey goodwill. Even today, the business letter is still very useful because it produces a permanent record, is confidential, formal, and delivered persuasive, well considered message. Type of business letter. One, one of which is letter of complaint. A letter of complaint will almost certainly result in an official response if you approach it from a business-like perspective. Make the complaint brief, to the point, and polite. Politeness pays off regardless of the extent of anger you are actually feeling while composing this type of business letter. And second, that for thanks for job recommendation. A letter of thanks of a party that helped you get a job should be professional and courteous. Above all else, avoid the temptation to go overboard in offering your thanks. Be aware that your skill also helped you land the job and it was likely not handed to you as a result of the third party. And third, information request. A business letter that requests information should make the request specific and perfectly understandable. It is also a good idea to state the reason for the information request, extend offense, appreciation for the expense corporation of the recipient. Fourth, resume cover letter. A cover letter that accompanies a resume should revel in its brevity. You should take a little time and a few words as possible to accomplish one task, persuading the reader to anticipate reading your resume. Mention the title of the job for which you are applying as well, or one or two of your strongest selling points. 5. Letter of recommendation. A recommendation letter allows you to use a few well-chosen words to the effect of letting someone else know how highly you value a third party. Res- Resist the temptation to go overboard. Approach your recommendation in a straightforward manner that will allow you to get the point across. In use, business English is not only used to communicate directly, but can be used for indirect communication such as sending letters with business partner. Here is a business letter structure to watch out for. Headline: in this first section, we must state the full address of the company or institution that sent the business letter, which must contain your complete address, email address, web address, and telephone number. Also equipped with a company logo that will make it easier for the reader to get to know him. That The next is very important part, which is about the calendar of the letter, which explain that a time the letter was written by the author. The form can be British style or American style. Reference line. Reference line is a part of the letter in which there is a explanation regarding the purpose of the letter, usually abbreviated as ref in writing. Inside address. Inside address in question in the address of the company letter to which the letter is being sent. A clear address must be clear so that the letter will quickly reach the destination. Attention line. Mention or greeting address to someone who is influential in the company. If you are female, you can greet him with madam, or for greeting a man who we can call him sir. Salutation. The greeting is the mean of the salutation line, which beautifies our greeting to the company. We can use gentlemen, dear, ladies, and so on. Subject line. We call the subject line the topic of the letter we write so that the reader will understand more and be interested in reading it. Body of letter. In the body of the letter, body will explain the purpose of the letter as a whole in language that is easy to understand and will describe from the salutation line. Complementary clause. When our intention and goals have been complete, we must finish by closing the letter. We still have to use slow expression as well, namely as strangely, respectful, you're faithful, and so on. Signature. Put your signature front along with your full name after the signature. Okay, thank you and see you in chapter 4.